Hi and welcome so much to my journey episode. It's about those buju buju moments, you know. So today I'm joined by one amazing couple. Yeah, I'm in October due apparently, and I'm very excited about today's show. And I promise you, it's gonna be an amazing session. Karibu sana. So with me here is Mr and Mrs George. Yeah, and I'm so glad to have you guys here. Thank you so much for showing up. Can't wait to have conversations with you guys. So briefly, who are you guys?
I will allow
Okay.
my sweetheart to start first.
See, we are sorry.
Because I'm a gentleman. Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Bonnie, for this
Karibu.
opportunity.
Karibu.
And Slick Media,
Sure.
yeah, for this opportunity. I want to introduce myself like this. I'm Sylvia Ndumi, or George Mwenda. Here
Okay.
he is. Raise
Alright.
your hand. Wakuone.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yes, he's my sweetheart. I'm his babe. Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a marriage counselor. I'm a counseling psychotherapist, or you can call me a psychologist, or the simplest, it's just a counselor.
So kuna counselor, kuna psychologist, also ni counselor psychologist. Uko psychotherapy ama unasema nini?
Yeah.
Hizo vitu zote.
You can call me a psychotherapist, you
Okay.
can call me a counseling psychologist, you can call me a counselor. Yes.
Just tell him it depends with the environment that you are in.
Thank you. That's why you are here.
All right. You know, guys, I've heard that you've best coupled. There's a name like that, over 30 plus couples. Who does that? I mean, okay, what is the motivation? Why do you do that?
Wow. Okay, I love love. We love love. Anything to do with love.
You love love.
Yes, we just love.
Mnapenda upendo.
Tunapenda upendo. Tunapenda mapenzi. And anything to do with love, we're just in with our 2 feet. This journey of marriage
Okay.
needs a lot of support,
Okay.
especially to people who are entering in marriage.
Okay.
They need a lot of support.
Okay.
Unajua mkikatiana kule nje mnafikirianga maisha itakuwa hallelujah ulabalu. Munasahau that is nothing. Amujansa. You need support system, and we just love the motivation is to offer hiyo support ya kukuza ili penzi ambalo limechibuka mpaka blossom, and now also to hand it over to another generation to mentor others. So the motivation is generally love.
You
We
guys love love.
Yes.
But your job, nobody pays you by that. It's not like you're paid by somebody to do that. You just do it for free because
Actually, it is we just call it a ministry. It's a ministry which is very expensive. Very expensive in terms of money, in terms of time.
on your end or the couple's end.
No, our end.
Your
On our
end,
Yeah,
yes.
it's a ministry. It's our ministry, which is
Okay.
very expensive in terms of money, in terms of ideas, and in terms of what is
Time,
it?
resources.
Time, yeah, and resources. Yeah, because the way we do it is not just a kawaida. You know, many people think a best couple is ule kuja sign certificate. Unaona tukiwa na yeye una sign, then they disappear. They show up on the wedding day, they disappear.
But they wanted to say just something like the sort may realize, but that's a sector that has been highly neglected.
Yes, yes.
Unapata a couple got a best couple, really believed in them, meaning they admired the way they're doing for their life, their family life, and they're like, I think that can make a best couple for us. And it's just because it becomes a single day show. After the wedding, that
It's
is
done.
it. But I mean, no, for you guys, if over 30 couples have come to you approaching you to do, best coupling for them is not for like that. I mean, something that you've committed yourself unto,
Yes, yes,
right?
yes.
And also you mentioned it's a ministry.
True.
George, why is it important to have a best couple?
What I will say is simple and direct. A best couple is what makes you understand what you are entering into
As a new married
as
couple.
a new married couple. You see, once you meet outside there as a lady and a man, you just do the normal kukatiana, but in the actual things of life, it does not happen outside there.
What do you mean?
I mean this. When a best couple find that my sweetheart has 3 eyes and I thought he had 1 eye,
Okay.
it becomes an issue because they are not able to tackle it the way it is supposed to be.
Okay.
You know, every human being has their own weaknesses.
Okay.
And when the couples are entering into marriage, they enter with their weaknesses. So they need somebody who will be able to show them that marriage is possible, that this what is happening, it's normal, it has happened before to others, and you are able to deal with it.
Interesting.
So it's a support system that we have loved, and we have asked God to bless us so that we are able to factor in the most vital things about life. And once we do that, we sit down with this couple
Okay.
before
Okay.
and after marriage.
Ah.
All our children, all of them, they're at a plus. We walk our journey. Even
But them consist ni 30 plus.
yes.
You're
Okay.
doubting.
Latest ulikuwa wa mwaka gani ama mwezi gani?
Okay, actually today as we do this interview, today, like he's talking about a journey. We had a couple which we simamiada on 12th of December.
12th of December,
Now they came from honeymoon. Today, it is the day we were handing over them to the churches, both of them.
As a man and wife.
Yes.
Now.
Sasa si tulipewa wakiwa kijana na demu. Tunawarudisha kwa anaitwa aje?
To the chairman of the men fellowship.
Men fellowship na the
Women
fellowship.
And
Then now those two
hand them
one
to the
hand
pastor.
over to the pastor.
Okay.
Tukamaliza town church, then we went to their home church pale
Ushago.
wamezaliwa, Ushago. We did the
Leo.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yes, today.
It's a journey because you are using money. Sometimes you are using time. You have your own personal things to
Yes,
do.
yes,
You have a
exactly.
family to take care of.
Exactly.
But you sacrifice so that somebody can get a better tomorrow. And that is our happiness actually.
I mean, no one pays you to do what you do. So where do you find your ultimate reward for what you do? Inafika point usikie yenyewe, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I'm doing this. At what point do you feel like you are really fulfilled, or what? How do you get paid? That's my question basically. I mean, you're using your finances.
Yes.
It's time consuming,
Yes.
energy consuming, sitting for those meetings. Wako na mashida mtaenda.
Mingi. Especially, okay,
Yes.
there is something we call in psychology 5 to 7 years of grace period in marriage.
Okay.
Hiyo support system inatakikananga hapo.
That is where
Unaona
the
mwaka
fire
mmoja
is.
mpaka 5 ama 7. Hivyo ukikosa tu support system. Many marriages wanga tu ziko too broken. They can be not broken physically, but they could be emotionally divorced,
All right.
spiritually divorced, mentally divorced. Wako tu ile tunaitaka
Ngoja.
operation.
So divorce wakati mtu anachukua baga katoka akaenda mka.
Kuna marriage zingine you can't walk away. You have to be there because of maybe status. Wewe ni mtoto wa bishop, huwezi toka utaibisha bishop. You see? But mko pamoja mnafunguliana milango, mna match vitenge. Hizi ni vitenge tumevaa leo by the way.
Kuna black na black samani wewe naona.
But this thing went long time ago.
Wow.
Emotional disconnection. Kwa kweli tunaita operation tulee watoto.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, hashtag tulea watoto.
Bas.
So these guys are not in marriage per se. Waliachana kitambo sana.
Actually, that is the worst disconnect. It's better having an actual divorce
Physical one.
than having an emotional divorce, because you live together, you cannot stop living together. You are living under depression, and you cannot change it. You understand?
Wow, yeah.
So it becomes quite a difficult situation. But once in such a situation comes, you have to deal with it in the right way, because one disconnect is forever.
Nyinyi ni my best couple.
Yes.
You know, you guys are the nyinyi ndio role models. Do you fight? Do you have issues? Kama nyinyi ni wale tu the best.
Body.
Ours is even worse, I think.
You're making it-
No. It's we love the reality. of
Yes,
it.
yes, yes.
Okay.
We are real. For us, we don't like sugarcoat.
Okay.
If my wife finds that, George, you have lied to me, we have to deal with that there and then. It's not about sleeping over it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. No,
You don't do that.
We don't.
we don't
Why
sleep
lie?
over issues, because once you sleep over issues, you allow now the devil to come in.
It gives back
Okay?
to another thing.
So it gives up another thing that was not there. Because the minute I keep her to my wife, then I'm killing her. She is an emotional being. So her reactions and her physical reactions are emotional. So she needs when the emotions are transversed, they are received and reciprocated in a best way possible. We have people that we empty ourselves to.
Raju, I hear that when sometimes back I was training for peer counseling, there are these people that you guys call Noitangajwa, you go to supervision. So I was wondering, now you as best couples, do you also have a best couples? Some people, some you go to empty yourself to that can supervise over you, quote unquote.
Yes, we have also our role models, so that we are able to go and talk what we feel about each other to them, and they understand us without judging us and without thinking that we are not normal. You know? So it's very normal that we fight. Can you say about the fighting?
By the way,
Oh my God, Bonnie has said everything.
are you sure?
It is true. What he told you, we are just real. Yani, hakuna kujifanya. As ukiona tumeshika, he loves holding my kiuno or mkono.
Yes.
On his own will.
Yes. Ukiona tumeshikana, it is like that. Ukiona tunacheka, it is like that. We are real. Ukiona tuna fight, it is like that. We don't. It is the way it is. The way it is.
Let me ask you. Have you ever come to a point where you don't want to see him, ama kumongelesha? You feel like I don't talk to you right now.
Now, okay. Thank you for that question. Going back, that is what I usually tell couples. Kuna hii kitu watu nitanga moods. You know moods? Like he has mentioned it in another way, akaizunguka hivi. Unakosana, mtu hataki kusema, amenyamaza, amekunyamazia, anafanya vitu siku ya kwanza, ya pili, ya tatu. That one is out of our dictionary. Ni usemange umefanya hivi na hivi na hivi na kuko hivi na hivi na hivi, and this is what I'm feeling, you deal with it. Fair by then. Ama kama hata asubuhi na kesho tunaenda kazini na saa 10 asubuhi, it must be sorted. Sababu kesho itazaa kitu kingine.
Okay, so what does a couple need to really be a good best couple of other couples? I mean, okay, I can have a good family and I'm treating my wife well, she's good to me, and we are fine. But is that enough into being a best couple?
Now, what I can say, number one is the fear of God.
Okay.
Once you fear God, you are no longer the same. As a couple that prays together and they have the fear of God, there's one thing that they click onto.
Okay.
Because the environment is in a very comfortable place.
Okay.
So whatever that comes up. Okay. So, for example, George and Sylvia met, they loved each other, they were mentored, they grew to be somebody, and picked this as their mission to life.
Okay.
So, for us, the actuality of love, it is true. Love is possible.
Love is possible.
Love
is a beautiful thing. Oh my God, Bonnie.
And love is a prophecy from God.
Wow.
So it is something that God gave us for free.
Yes.
And He saw that we human beings are able to practice it perfectly.
So, what is normally your dream as a couple? Maybe you can tell us briefly, one, what you desire for those couples that you best couple, and two, what are things that you do from at your personal level, maybe engaging this couple to see the dream come to pass or come true.
Best coupling is about a couple wanawaona, wanaona kitu ndani yenu, they come approach you. We don't just say yes, we usually go for prayers, for confirmation from God, and fasting actually. Then ukisha confirmiwa now, we sit down with that couple, wakisha kubalika. Then we ask them about their goal. You know, kila mtu akona goal. Okay, mmetuana, mmetupenda, what, you know, vile mnakonga mmependana. Mkikuja kuona best couple, then you ask them what is your goal? Okay, what are you planning? Then wanakuambia hivi, tunaonanga mnapendana, guy vile dadu naitanga sweet, mom sweet, anga baby, vile mnakanga yani freestyle kwa nyumba na watoto. Na sasa unasikiza hizo vitu. Then when you hear kuna wao wanaona hapa. Then now because you have accepted to take this burden of these children, and you want them to become even better than us or you, now you add these other layers. Unawambia, you know, you can become this, you can do this, layers zinapanda. You make them better than you actually.
It's like a mentorship program. We mentor you to become better
than us.
You see, our level, we are doing our best. But with God's help, we can do better through somebody else.
Yes.
You see,
yes.
the next generation is what we are equipping. When a couple comes, we are equipping a next generation.
Okay.
It's no longer us. It's about them. And now, when they make it in life, that is our joy, because we know other couple will see them, and the story goes on.
I usually tell people, marriage is a very sweet thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I don't regret. I don't even miss being single. I
Are
don't.
you serious?
I don't.
You don't
I
miss
will
personal
never.
space?
Oh no. What is that, by the way? What is dictionary? Why? Because this thing is so sweet. It is us people who make it complicated, difficult, and boring. Why? Maybe unatapu kwa huyu mtu unaambiwa, oh, it is going to be like this, then you lock your mind. Why don't you now ukate reli wewe mwenyewe, ukate njia wewe mwenyewe? Why? Because love is a very beautiful
Love is a
thing.
beautiful thing.
A very beautiful thing, by the Boni. Eh,
Buna
atumesema uko single.
I always say,
Okay.
I have been in construction for some time.
Okay.
Doing sales in construction industry.
Okay.
And I was telling my wife the other day, do you know, love is like a grader.
Okay.
A grader is a machine that give it a bush, it will make a way,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So once love is able to go through a bush, make somebody who is a nobody to to stand up and say, surely there is love and love works.
Wow.
That is the most beautiful thing.
Wow.
And that is what we work hard for. It's not about money. Not that I am the richest man in the world. Not that I have all the money. But once I touch that heart, once my wife touches that lady and changes her life, then it's a trickling effect. Because that lady will be seen by another person. And the story goes on.
Wow.
As we speak,
Wow.
we have grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Or married.
Or marriage.
Yeah.
So you best couple this couple, you
Yes.
best couple
They
that
went
one,
and
you
bought-
best couple
yes.
that one.
Exactly.
And it is
It's
wow.
Yes.
And that is why we need to put some legs on what he has said.
Yes.
You young people should be very careful when you are choosing the best
So
couple.
can I propose to become a best couple?
Listen, this is
Okay.
it. Eh?
Okay.
Don't look for, there is this notion. We were even talking with this our latest son. Alikuwa anatuambia amekuja kulan best coupling has been taken outside there as a very different thing. People wako na notion nyingine funny. One, wako na pesa. Wanaendeshanga gari inakaaje? Who are they associated to? Yani wanafunikwa nini na material things
That
they
don't
forget
count.
this thing which has blossomed in between the two of you, which is called love, needs some watering, needs some fertilizers, and it cannot be watered by
these material
these
things.
other things.
Wow.
There is something beyond.
The material thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mwache kuangalia status, mwache kuangalia pesa, anaendesha KW ama ni KDA.
So tutaacha.
Okay, I'm just-
And the
Tutaacha.
beauty about the whole bus coupling thing is, what do you need? What is your target?
The
in
goal.
life?
That is
What
when
is your
in
goal?
choosing a best couple,
Yes.
you need to consider what you want in life at the end of the day, in as far as marriage is concerned,
Yes.
right?
You know, you are not going to choose somebody who
Mm.
cannot walk with you.
Yes,
Wow.
yes,
You cannot choose somebody who you cannot open your heart to.
that's it.
There are these couples maybe that you've best coupled, and I mean these are huge responsibility. It's not a one-day responsibility, as
Yes,
you
yes.
said, it's a long-term responsibility.
Eh,
Now maybe you've had this couple work on family issues. Some of them there's a very heavy
Yes,
that's
yes.
pressing on them, and for some reason it doesn't meet our affect. Can you have to get engaged?
Kabisa.
You have to get involved fully in one of the other. Don't you sometimes get or feel overwhelmed, George?
The minute as a dad, you get tired because of the situations that are prevailing, then we have a problem. You have a personal problem.
Problem.
So it's about you realizing what your call is and making sure that the person you are mentoring is able to pick, stand, and walk. It's just like I told you. You suckle the baby,
Yeah.
you make sure they are strong enough to walk, and you let them go to make their own mistakes.
Okay.
They will still come back to you.
When they make mistakes.
Yes, they will come to you. They will tell you, yes, I did something wrong and I am sorry. You know, you have to take them through a session to understand the reason why they did that. So it's like we take them through that until we make sure that whatever they feel redempted to what they did, and they are sorry about it.
Yeah.
And now the marriage goes on.
Wow.
And
Okay.
oh, sorry.
Okay.
And to add on what you said, this is the crowning part of it. I usually tell them, utakuta na mambo kubwa usikia hivi kumekuwa mama ati kujia huyu mtu hapa hata sitaki kumwona. You know these things.
Yes.
You be there for them, listen to them, don't judge. Na usiseme as somebody who is walking a journey of love with these people. Usiwaambie ati anakuja kwambie unajua mama hiki mtu kimeni point hivi mimi sijai pointiwa na mama na papa yangu and I'm packing and I'm going. Okay. Never tell them hivyo tu ndio inakunini. Why? People experience hurt
That's
in
deep.
different, yes,
Wow.
in different ways.
People
Kuna
experience
ule
hurt
in different ways.
Wow.
So the minute you don't judge them, you will end up not getting tired of helping them. Una handle kila mmoja vile anakuja. Jukule ule mwenyewe atakuja. Huyu si amepointiwa hivi na anapaka naenda. You have to help this person in that level. Hiyo depth unamwonyesha yenyewe hiyo kidole it is deep for this person. You get into their shoes. This other one, kuna mwingine naye atakuja amehanyo. These things happen. Things happen, the devil is real.
Okay,
akuja akwambie, lakini yeye hata amerelax. Anakuambia mami nisaidie tuombee huyu na pia Mungu atambadilisha.
By the way, umesema hivyo nikakumbuka kuna msichana fulani kama ameniambia kwamba men will always flit around, men will always cheat. Yaani imekuwa so normalized. Mpaka kaniambia, no, you don't leave your man. I wouldn't leave my man for cheating. Well, ilinihit kwa sababu ni kama umenormalize cheating. But is it true that all men cheat and they'll always flit around with other girls? Is it true in marriage?
Oh my goodness. Now that your point, nikienda kuongelesha couples, I do a lot of couples seminars.
Okay.
A lot. Oh my goodness. Ile kitu imepotea na wanawake kwenye generalizing stuff. Generalizing things. Wanaume wote ni maumbwa, wanaume wote ni mbiti, mbiti zaina.
All men are scavengers.
Cheaters. They are scavengers. They cheat. Yani, you enter in a marriage in that is why we were telling you we start from there. We usually do some premarital counseling.
As the pastors are doing their premarital, you're taking them at
free of charge.
Are you kidding me?
By the way, free
so
of
as
charge.
they're seeing their pastors, they're also
sessions.
seeing you guys.
Yes, for free.
For free.
They go in the morning to the pastor. They come at night.
Yes. Why? There are some things, okay, seti ninasema mapasta kuna vitu because of time hawataweza. You scoop those things on my daughter. The minute you go in the marriage saying ati wanaume wote ni maumba, wanaume wote ni wanyaji, what you call him you will become.
Wow.
Go with an open heart that this man will be a good husband, he will never cheat on me, he will now even if it happens, let me tell you, God will ride on that faith you had and he will make things come back to normal.
Amen.
You see?
Wow.
Yes, anaweza enda pale aane na umshike vizuri, but love conquers everything. Because of this faith you are riding on, atakuta akwambie yenyewe yake mazee, my dear, mimi sijui kuliendanga aje yake. It can happen. But because I love, forgive me. And I usually tell people in marriage there is nothing you can't forgive. If you truly love each other. You know, love conquers everything and it is even the Bible says, okay, kama itaona na Christians, of course na itaona na all people. It is said, love covers a lot of a multitude of evil. It's the crowning part.
Wow.
Yes.
So when you're in love, you don't judge.
Hebu naulize, hii love yenu ni ya feelings ama ni ati did you choose to love each other? Ama hii love ni ya feelings ama hii love maze juu sasa kuna kitu umeniambia by the when you were starting the interview you said that when we guys are getting into marriage kuna ile mioto tuko nayo zile expectation when msichana mrembo and I feel she will remain like that
ama
forever.
madem jamaa na uma ile hii wanaangalia
Mimi atanipenda France sijui anyway so we get to call hiyo mioto
Yeah.
So but time comes unapata mtoto wa kwanza sijui mnazitanga aje stretch marks sijui zimeweza kutokea exactly hapo wakati wa expect na sikia sijui wanaanza kuwa na moods sijui I mean and there's all this you guys are busting our bubbles that easy mioto doesn't last for long. So where does love come from if what I was feeling is not love?
Okay, I think hapo hajatuelewa vizuri. Hii mioto haistahili kuisha. Marry somebody because you love them and they are your best friend.
Do we choose to love? Sijui bwana nasikia tuende hiyo direction. Do we choose to love or just love happens?
Simple. This thing here. Okay.
Which one?
Okay, the heart.
Okay. Tuonyeshe kutuonyeshe yako. Show us yours.
Tuendelee hiyo direction inaenda. That thing there.
Are you comfortable with you kwa hapa?
Let me understand this thing here.
Hata wewe.
Ouch.
Wait, this is a general program, so please.
Okay.
All right.
Parental guidance.
Parental guidance. Thank
Kuna
you.
parental guidance. Hapa ni makapos watu waomoke na mapenzi. Sasa this thing here called heart. You cannot command it around.
Wow. Okay.
You cannot command the heart around. You can command your mind. But this one, you cannot. Ikishapenda imependa. That is why unasikianga ati nini mama aliona kwa ujamaa. That is why there are things like that. Nini mkamba aliona kwa mumeru wako na mandevu. Lakini napenda hizi mandevu. I'm just using an example.
Ngoja. Weka hiyo koma kidogo.
Koma.
Kuna historia stereotypes. Unasikia sisi wa Meru wakonga na hasira. Sijui nasikia wasichana wa Nyeri mpaka unaogopa hata mimi kusikia jina tu.
Wananyofoa transformer, say it.
Don't make it difficult for me. I'm a very conservative guy.
Kani alikwambia uitaka anza na Sylvia.
All right. So your story is stereotype. Hizo vitu bedhe hold in terms ikikuja kwa relationship. Okay. What would you say? Okay, pia there are positive stereotypes like wasichana wa Taita, ni warembo, sijui nini, kuja wasichana wa Kamba, sijui nisikia vitu kwa maneno. Oh God, what are these people made from of? So do these stereotypes wasn't a hold ama two is just do they hold in relation? Should it matter to me as a guy? Niko mimi ni single after mrembo nipate ne Munyeri mahali.
Unamwogopa hata lakini roho ishapenda lakini unapungia roho.
Inabidi
sasa.
Should we do that?
You know it's not about what people say.
All right.
It's not about the public part of you.
Okay.
It's about the internal affairs. What you feel about that person.
What is the heart saying?
No, what is the heart? What is the communication? Is it, I love this guy, I love the way he dresses. Now, what if those clothes are taken out? Will you still love that person? You understand? It's about, I love the way this guy, the physique of this guy. What if he has an accident tomorrow and he becomes a cripple? Will you still love that person? You know? It's about having that thing. Which the Bible says, nobody understands.
Yes.
Why?
Two things.
Did you say?
Yes.
Bible says
yes.
Two things is zenye uwezi elezea. What makes a man be attracted to a woman? And why a snake goes up and
there's no snake.
Wow. But there's something you've said umesema ya kwamba it's not really about those things we hear, it's internal affairs. We talk about internal affairs is what your heart feels about them. What comes in your mind when you're told these guys want to date and marry?
What is the motivation factor? You know, if you don't have something motivating you get bored, right? But when you have something, you say, my wife, when she starts singing, my heart bubbles.
Oh, you sing?
That's my gift.
Okay. Shall we do a chorus?
Natakanga wimbo iko na nyama, yani keyboard, drum set.
Okay, we'll do it as we end.
You have to understand the reason behind the love. It's not about something that is going to end tomorrow. You look at something that will always remind you that this is my wife and I love her for a reason. Wow. And it is what motivates me to love her. I want to stretch marks. I want a baby fat. I still love her for that reason. I love her.
Did you say baby
fat? Yes.
Nirudia ndio usikie vizuri.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because a woman's body is created in a very better. That's why I always say God took time to create a woman.
Wow.
Because a woman is complex.
A woman is complex.
A woman is the only one person who grows big and grows small at the same time. I don't understand. A woman carries a seed and brings a baby. You understand such things, etc, etc.
Exactly.
So, it is about what you saw in. I saw in this lady. When we were walking the street, what pulled me to her? What made her? I loved her voice. I could hear her voice kilometers away.
Oh wow.
And I could wait
Mystery imeanza
to see her
kukam tena.
pass. You know? Imagine.
We are sorry.
Imagine.
We are sorry.
Imagine.
Tell me more.
Unasikia sauti akiwa mbali, unakaa hapo kungoja kuona akipita. Si ati umemuongelesha.
Hapana.
It's what you feel.
Did you hear that, mommy?
It pulls you. It's what makes you attracted to that woman. It's about you rebelling. Love wants a rebelling person. You don't give up.
Wengine, another point people usually go wrong ni age. Unasema ati I want to be married by somebody who is older than me. Sijui nini. Usually tell people that is.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense because when it comes to true love, age is just but a number.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
But that is easier said than done. Is it? Are you? That's a cliche.
Unajua, let me tell you something. Everything is here
In the mind.
in the mind.
It's a creation.
Is a creation of unaenda
It's a
pale
social
unasema
construction,
that
yeah.
is why utasikia women tunapoteanga na hii kusikiza watu. Let's say for example you really loved somebody na ni mdogo kukuliko na mnapendana cha ukweli. You know things of God, mysteries of God. Anakufanya mnapendana na ni kweli mnawana. Kidogo kidogo ushaanza kwenda kwa vikundi. Unaanza kusikia if you are married by a young person, ni mtoto huyo, anasijui nini. Kidogo kidogo you've already started addressing him. You mtoto yako hata sijui nini.
Ukiambia mwanaume mwenye ego yake,
you are already
just
ruined. And you know a man, they love their massage, their ego being massaged there.
Did you just send him to be
By
massaged?
the way, napenda sana being massaged your ego. Once it is hurt, it has gone with the song. As Marian say, ukura na wimbo. Yani,
Umepotea na
yes. So
Yani
those
imepotea.
things. So I usually tell people, age is
Age is
a number
just
when
but a
it
number.
comes to true love.
You know, listening to you guys, I feel like we should have a part 2 of the same. Because they haven't exhausted you guys. This-
We are always
Wow,
waiting.
your assistant overflowing with the wisdom. Eh?
Yeah.
Hebu niulize, so finally, what are your parting shots to our audience, esteemed audience, who have been listening to us all through, and they're like, hey, ningependa kusikia that 1 million wisdom, one sentence or two from each one of you. Tuanze na mzee ama tuanze na... Oh wow!
You
Hey!
know
Hii ni stage managed.
They usually say women first, but me I usually say men before. It has been a good episode. Thank you for listening to us. I just want to tell you something, free of charge, free advice, that love is a very beautiful thing. Do not be deceived by anyone. And I want also to tell you and to give you this free advice that marriage works. But marriage is work. You have to sacrifice. You have to be there for it. You have to be innate for it to work. So it is true that there is true love in marriage. That is why utasikia watu wana celebrate 100 years in marriage and very happy and very deeply in love. Take care of that young girl you saw in that wife of yours. Take that young boy you saw in that husband of yours, and everything gonna be alright.
Yeah.
Again, love is a beautiful thing.
Wow.
God bless you.
Wow.
Now, she has stolen my words. She always does that. So what I would say is simple and very direct. Couples out there, you know what you want, go for it. But let it not be material. Let it not just be what you feel. Let God drive you, and things will work for you.
Wow.
God bless you.
Wow.
Yes,
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was my journey today, and I believe, I can bet that you've been inspired. Until next time, I'm your best host, Boni. See you next time. God bless.